of time. Where are they now? All the ghosts from your past, lost in dreams of a time long gone by.
Sir! Well, you got away, sir. You idiot! Yeah.
Hey, how'd it go?
Well, she got through.
Unreal. I'll take this up before Dad gets...
Right. Where's Jo? Well, did she go back? Okay. I've had enough of this. When she gets back this time, and I just hope she does, that's it.
But...
I know. It was her decision to go. But Royce tells me she couldn't have done it without your help. So in future time, I don't help her. I mean it. If you lift one finger to help her use that thing again, I will not be answerable for my actions. Is that clear?
You're in terrible trouble, you know that? How did you get that back?
What?
I can still keep the bat, can't I?
The bat?
Well, he didn't say anything about giving it back.
What are you talking about?
Sir Ivor. He said he'd give me one of W.G. Grace's bats if I gave him the mirror, so I...
It was you!
Thanks a million.
Do you know what we've just been through? Have you any idea?
Is that you?
Papa? Oh, Papa, you're better.
Somewhat, yes.
Oh, Papa.
Hi, Mr. Iredale.
You're back with us, I see.
Looks like it.
So it's all over? You're completely recovered?
So I'm led to believe, yes. All right, Louisa, that's enough. Don't expect me to excuse truancy just because I've begun to recover my health. I want to see both of you in my study. Immediately. Well?
We were trying to get the drum back, Papa.
The what?
That's what made you sick. The drums of poison.
We took one from the wharves and brought it back here, but...
But Sir Ivor stole it.
Who was the one that tried to poison you?
Sir Ivor Creevy-Thorne?
Yes. He knew you were down at the wharves because Fred told him. Fred's been working for him. He's a traitor. We've heard them talking and everything.
The night you were poisoned, Sir Ivor moved all the drums away from the wharves, except for the one that we'd taken. But then he got his hands on that one too, and he was trying to get rid of it. But...
It was our only evidence.
Plus it had nicks.
Nicks?
It had nicks and scratches all over it after everything it had been through.
And it was the only one left.
Until it fell off the train.
Down near Taraka Point.
So it's lost again.
Is it?
Yes, Papa. You have to believe us. Look at what happened to you. It's all true. There were drums, and they did have some kind of poison in them. They're dangerous, and Fred and Sir Ivor are covering it up. They're probably going to sell them to criminals or something. You do believe us, don't you?
Hello? Jo? Anyone home?
Hey, Mum? Mum! How'd it go? Did you beat them all up?
Not exactly, darling.
It's okay, though. I mean, nothing's gonna happen or anything.
Is Jo back?
Tough meeting?
Yeah, you could say that.
It's okay, though. What does that mean?
Well, in playground lingo, I've been shafted.
One of us still has to tell Nicholas about losing the drum.
I know. I think you should.
No, you should.
Why me?
Because.
'Cause why?
Because he likes talking to you and you like talking to him.
No, I don't.
Oh, yes, you do, you fibber. And anyway, I can tell he's fond of you even if you can't. And considering what we've got to tell him, I think he'd much rather hear it from you.
Come in. Ah, Fred. Thank you for being so prompt.
It's a relief to see you up and about again, sir.
Yes, thank you. I won't beat about the bush. I've called you in here to answer a number of allegations. My daughter's told me that you're in the service of Sir Ivor Creevey Thorne, that you're following her movements, and that you were involved in the incident which resulted in my recent brush with mortality.
I'm afraid your daughter's been carried away by pure fantasy.
Has she?
Absolutely. Louisa seems to be held in thrall by this new and mysterious friend of hers. I know nothing about your unfortunate accident beyond the coincidence that it occurred only days after this girl's sudden appearance. I felt it important to keep a watchful eye on her, both for yours and Louisa's safety.
Go on.
My relationship with Sir Ivor Creevey Thorne is nothing more than neighbourly. We do not, I assure you, swirl our capes and plot disreputable deeds for monetary gain. But whether this Jo child has any covert plan, who's to say?
Who indeed? Evidence is a problem, isn't it? Thank you, Fred. The barracks, 314, thank you. General Winthorpe. Good day, General. Joshua Iredale here. I need a platoon of men to search the scrubland to the east of the Taraka Point railway line.
Well, are you going to do it or not?
I can't tell him like this. I should try and see him face to face, don't you think? Which means getting past bullseye again.
What do you think you're up to?
Now what?
We'll picket the school. That's what. There's a whole chapter on civil rights in one of Jo's history books.
Surely there's something else we can do.
Well, they've given me 4 weeks, but I don't want to hang around while everyone points the finger. All I want to do is shut out the world and spend time with you guys. Do you know where Jo went?
With Tama to a movie or something, I think. Therapy. You're saying no to chocolate?
Hey, get out of there.
Oh, Jo. It's great that you're back. Dad's spewing and Mum's just been...
Shut up for a second. I can't waste time. I need you to get me something.
What?
Dog food.
Dog food?
Can anyone hear me? Hello? Can you hear me, Louisa?
Come on, Jo. You got it.
Yep.
And they really make them, especially for dogs.
Sure do. Let's hope Bullseye's a discerning eater.
Yes, let's.
Here, Bullseye.
Jo, you're back. Did you rescue my ring?
Well, we got on the train and we had it for a second, but I'm sorry, Nicholas. We tried really hard, honestly. It's just that they saw us and we tried to take the drum with us, but it fell over the side.
So, did it break open, or?
Well, we couldn't really see. It went right down into the bush, into a big valley, so...
Can't we go and find it?
Well, it wouldn't be easy. I don't think we could, really, Nick. I'm so sorry.
No, I understand. It was very brave to make the attempt. Thank you.
No, wait, Nick! Nick, let me say goodbye! Nicholas!
Well. And you know my attitude towards trespassing, don't you?
The interview room. Thank you, Constable.
So, who's this little missy then?
Something of a mystery, in fact.
A mystery, eh? What's my name?
That's one of the mysteries.
Jo Tiegan. I was just trying to see my friend Nicholas.
And what about you, sir?
This is Sir Ivor Creevy Thorne. She was about to rob his residence.
No, I wasn't. I wasn't trying to steal anything. I'm telling the truth.
Of course you are, lovey. Everyone tells me the truth. Where do you live?
She, doesn't seem to live anywhere.
No, thick fixed abode.
No, that's not right. It's just hard to explain.
Well, do you live somewhere or not?
I live with Louisa Iredale. When I'm here,
And when you're not?
then I'm with my mum and dad.
Rightio. And where are they? How do we get in touch with them?
Shouldn't load too much onto your own shoulders, Cat.
Why not? It's all my fault, isn't it?
No.
Oh, I could have sworn I was the one who suggested an archaeology class.
The kids loved it.
And it's brought 2 of them here.
Come on, Cat. Oh, come on. Look, everything looks more simple in hindsight. Cat, it doesn't mean you have to punish yourself.
No, the board have already done that for me. The last nail in the coffin was when I told them I'd suggest the same thing again in similar circumstances.
Those people are living in the dark ages.
Oh, God. Please don't let those 2 lovely kids die.
Cat. Come on, Cat. I'm taking you home. Okay? Come on.
The minister is here, sir. Ma'am. Tea, perhaps?
Thank you, Mrs. Dare. We shan't be too long.
My dear, would you excuse us?
Certainly.
Well, you've certainly been a very busy man, Iredale.
If you want to know why I'm here, felt things had reached a point where a personal visit was more than warranted. And yes, this is indeed a drum, found in the bush beside the railway line at Taraka Point. Now, while you have authority to mobilize a small force for immediate local public health emergencies, the movements of our armed personnel and the costs involved in their movements find their way onto my desk very smartly. Do you know what's in it, by the way?
Since the record of the import seems to have been deleted, No, Sir General, please. Poisonous chemicals?
Palm oil. The sort commonly used for cooking. Do you know how much your whim to call in the army cost? Nearly £100. Do not pursue this embarrassing affair any further. How many brick walls do you intend to run into before realizing it's a dead end? It's no good for the government, for your family, or your career. If you value any one of those, you will consider this matter closed forthwith.
Nicholas? Nicholas, are you there?
Louisa, where have you been? I've been trying to get you for over an hour.
What's happened?
It's Jo.
Papa, you've got to help me. They've put her in jail.
This is all getting out of hand, Joshua.
You must get her out.
I beg your pardon.
Sir Ivor caught Jo next door, but she was only trying to talk to Nicholas.
He's had her arrested. It's simply barbaric.
We have to go down there.
Louisa,
Papa, she's in jail. We have to do something.
we can't.
Joshua?
What?
I am not a policeman. I am not a judge. I barely know who Jo is, and I've just had the minister in here telling me to keep my nose in my own affairs, which, for the good of this family, I fully intend to do. We must let the proper authorities handle the situation in the proper way. That is my final word on the matter.
Jo thinks they're going to die.
No. Jo hopes they'll live. She hasn't given up. Never does.
I've hardly excelled myself with her, have I? I did pick on her in class and I didn't believe her about the well.
You apologise for that.
Not good enough. You don't get away with half measures, not with Jo. Not about things like love and trust. You never could. Remember when she was 2? If she ever even suspected something wasn't the whole story.
Oh, yes.
That's when she'd throw a tantrum.
I remember those tantrums.
Infrequent but magnificent. And now she's wondering whether I still love her. Wouldn't you like to go back to when it was all taken on trust? What a beautiful way to love someone. When did she grow up? It won't be too late, will it? For me to explain to her how much I love her.
Of course not.
Please, I haven't done anything.
Oh, shut your cake hole. We're just keeping you warm till your mum and dad turn up, that's all. Where'd she get washed up?
Excuse us.
What do you want?
I thought you'd like to know what the procedure is. It's ridiculously simple in point of fact. If your parents cannot be traced within 2 days, you will be sent to a women's farm on the South Island. That should keep you out of the way. Curiosity killed the cat, Jo. You thought you knew about me, but I found out some very interesting things about you. About your origins, shall we say. And that evened things up. And under those circumstances, a man of my intelligence will always best a person such as yourself. You overstepped the mark, Jo. I can't allow that. Goodbye.
Courage, little Jo, courage. He cannot hurt you, I swear it. I swear it.
This program was made with the help of your broadcasting fee, so you can see more of New Zealand on air.